How'd you end up linking up with Von Miller?
I kind of know him from the agency that we were. Well, his agency came and talked to me when I was first coming out, Vanguard, and then we kind of built that bond that way. And then he messaged me on Instagram like about a week and a half ago before it started. It was like, "You want to come out? I really appreciate it." So I just went out there, had a good time, learned a lot. It was good.
What was that? I mean, what was the experience like? What sort of stuff did you guys?
I think it was really dope just because you get to go, we get to meet guys like Aaron Donald and DeMarcus Ware, Vaughn, of course, Derek Wolfe, Frank Clark, like guys who are really established in the league, and you can kind of pick their brains, learn a lot from them, kind of see what they do, what works for them, what doesn't work for them. I think the biggest part that really helped with the film study is being able to break down your opponents and kind of see how each guy studies their opponent. I think that would be really helpful, coming on this season.
I remember last year you reached out to Geno Atkins.
Yeah.
To work with, you just kind of reached out to him to work with him. Now you're working with Vaughn.
Yeah.
I mean, what kind of drives that?
I think
link up
just,
with these guys and work out with
just
them.
want to be the best, at your craft and what you do. And I feel like you should never be complacent about where you're at. Yeah, I had a good season last year, but you want to keep stacking, keep building, and keep moving forward.
Larry, obviously everyone is curious about how the Gerald McCoy thing rolled off you, and of course the whole context was that they weren't slighting you, they just wanted a deeper rotation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any problem. I didn't really take any offense to it. I think Coach Kitchen said it best. He was like, he just wants more guys, more things, rotation, competition, all that kind of stuff. And I feel like it would have been an asset, but I mean, he's not here now. He chose the Panthers. So.
When did you go through the whole process of, my role is probably going to be this if he comes, and now that he's not here, this is my role and this is my renewed focus?
I've never been worried about like people coming in or this, just because I know what I do. I know what I bring to the table. I know how hard I work. So I feel like a lot of times when you do start worrying about those things, then it starts affecting you on the field, which gets you off the field.
Of course, now that not that you weren't going to be at the top of the rotation somewhere anyway, but now that things have settled in and you kind of know the cast, what is going to happen with your season personally in your third year?
I'm just going to keep improving. I feel like I've laid a solid foundation these first 2 years, and I really feel like I can take off, especially with the guys that have around me like Sheldon, Miles, Olivier. I feel like we have all the right pieces we need. So now it's just going out there and doing it on Sunday.
What's going to be new in your game or improved?
Mostly, continuing to stop and run, the pass rush, all that kind of stuff. Just really just becoming a better overall player, recognizing blocks, understanding offenses, things of that nature. Just the same old stuff.
What did you get? One last thing for me is kind of by way of follow-up. Yesterday, Freddie was right there saying that he keeps telling you guys that he expects the D-line to be the strength of the team.
Yeah.
What about that?
I feel like I said, I just feel like we got the guys up front to get it done. When you have the right pieces, you have the right leadership, you have the right character. I mean, and you got guys who really care about not just football, but you as a person. Like, you just play harder. So I feel like it's gonna be good.
What was it? You obviously had the torn biceps last year.
Mm-hmm.
You played with it, but I think I remember you telling us it was going to be a little tough when the offseason started, because you had to kind of chill out.
Yeah.
Is that sort of what your first few weeks or first few months of the offseason were like?
Kind of sucked because I was doing like running and all that kind of stuff, and that's kind of boring. But once I got to hit the weights again, I mean, I'm back to pretty much full strength now, so it's cool. It was just a little setback.
How long was that?
I left for training like the 7th of January, so I don't really waste any time. But as far as like the conditioning and stuff, I think I really started pushing it like the last week of January, first week of February, when I really started developing that strength and getting back into that kind of like football shape. I like to stay in shape, year round. That way you're not trying to bounce back. So.
In your mind, how much did that injury slow your development?
As far as what?
Play on the field, just in general.
Are you talking about during the season or afterward? I mean, it's a hindrance, you know what I'm saying? Because you go into every game thinking like, how's it going to feel, how's it going to act, am I going to be able to have my strength, that kind of thing. But so a lot of times, when you get injuries like that, half of it's mental, and once you get over that mental hump, like adrenaline, really takes over and you just play your game. Like, it sucks after the game because it really hurts, but, during the game, you don't really feel it.
Hey, Larry, I'm sorry to ask you this because I talked to somebody else. Well, did you follow that whole Gerald McCoy business when the Browns were trying to sign him? And what was your reaction?
I just feel like they just wanted to get more guys in here to help us win. It's not a problem to me.
So, what did you think then when he ended up signing with Carolina?
Same thing. Like, at the end of the day, like, he's not here. Like, so I can't really talk about it. But I mean, think he went to the Panthers. I mean, because I think the Panthers played Tampa twice, right, in the same
Yes,
conference.
right.
So, and I feel like there's a little.
Yeah.
So I don't blame him. I would feel the same way if they did it to me. So.
Last one here, guys.
Larry, there's been reports about the NFL looking and possibly expanding to 18 games. You've been in the league for a couple seasons. Where do you stand on that? Are you like 16? Is 16 games already a lot
Yeah.
for you, or are you
Yeah.
thinking
18 games? Yeah. Because you got to think about it. We have 16 in the preseason, so that's what, 20? And, you know, you don't know. You got a guy who may be an undrafted free agent, but has played all the preseason game, has emerged as a starter, and now he's playing 16 more games. So now he's playing 20, and that's not even counting the playoffs and stuff. That's a lot of wear and tear on your body. So I think for the safety of the players and the health of the players, I feel like, 18 is a little too much.
Do you think that the defense maybe is a little under the radar right now with all the focus on the offense and the weapons?
Yeah, which is cool. I mean, like, that's what Sundays are for. Like, the hype is cool right now. I mean, we're in OTAs, so that's fine. But, like, I think the real noise will be made, you know, once the season starts.
How do you judge progress in OTAs and minicamp, knowing that you can't hit, you can't get too physical with guys?
I think it's just really gauging your technique. You know, I feel like this is a perfect time to see what works, what doesn't work. You know, kind of trying stuff out, seeing that, okay, if I try this move and it works, all right, maybe I need to work on this a little more in the offseason, or seeing that maybe the areas that you kind of struggle with, like, you know, work on those too. I feel like it's just really a gauging point as you measure yourself when you're going into the season. So.
What's different with Wilkes as the offensive coordinator?
I don't know about offense, but defense.
Yeah, I did.
Nah, he's just real. You know, he's real calm, cool, and collected. I mean, he has a good demeanor. You know, he knows how to lead the room. So I feel like coming out here, he knows what he's talking about, knows what he wants to do, and I feel like I said, we have the right guys to do it. So.
Good.